ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं भवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमिश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यासानेम्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषम् पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचन शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायण। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। He'll read 97 sutra onwards. Shukasya tad anadara shravanat tadadravanaat sucyatehi kshatriyatpagatehi sottaratra चैत्ररथेन लिंगाद संस्कार परामर्शात् तदभावाभिलापाच्च तदभावनिर्धारणे च प्रवृत्तः श्रमण अध्ययनार्थ प्रतिषेधा स्मृतिश्च कंपनात् कंपना। So we were seeing the Kampanadikaran. And in this Kampanadikaran, the topic is of Brahman taken from Kathopanishad, third Valli. And there were 2-3 points said in that particular sutra. What was said here? The sutra you see, Yadidam 2.3.2. Yadidam kincha jagat sarvam prana jati nisratam mahad bhayam vajramudyatam yahi tad viduhu amritaste bhavanti. So what are the points mentioned? 3 points are mentioned. First is Jagat Karak is Brahman. The cause, the creation is cause of creation is Brahman. And second point is that this prana is the bhayhetutvat. Why is the cause? Because it is the cause of fear. First, one reason was the world is the cause. Srishti hetutvat. Other is bhayhetutvat. First, it is the cause of creation. Second, it is the cause of fear. And third is it is the cause of immortality. So, amritaha pranaha brahman amrit hetutvat. When this was mentioned, the point of contention was that Pran is Brahman or Pran is Vayu or is the general Samashti and Veshti. Vayu means the air. And to this point, the Purpaksh had mentioned that all the 3 characteristics fit into Vayu also. How it fits? He says the microcosmic and macrocosmic Vayu is the cause of all movement. And second is, he quoted Prashnopanishad, that this is the cause of fear. We heard that. And this is also the cause of immortality. Till this we had seen. And now the answer has been given by Siddhanti. Why? Because this Pran word, he says, fits with the Vayu also, and you are saying that it fits with the Brahman also. So which one to take? And Purpak says that I have mileage. How do you have mileage? He says because. Why you have mileage? Because when general word Pran is used, people understand as Pran Vayu only. So it is a general meaning, and popular meaning is Pran means Vayu and not Brahman. So how can you just say that this Pran has the meaning of Brahman? I take the popular meaning, and therefore my conclusion is that Pran is equal to Vayu. Now, he said, okay, now Siddhanti came. And Siddhanti said, okay, I am taking the secondary meaning, but don't miss one point, that you also left the main meaning. He said, how I have left the main meaning? How? This can you tell? He said, yes. When you said that this Prana or Vayu is Jagat Cheshta Hetu, it is the cause of all functions of the world. We had said that Brahman is a sustainer, because it was said, Yadidam Kincha Jagat Sarvam. Tell me. It was said, no, Yadidam Kincha, whatever is in the world is sustained by Brahman. And therefore I said this meaning of Prana is Brahman. Siddhanti said. And you are saying everything is sustained by Vayu only. When you tell me, you are saying Vayu is sustainer. Of course I am saying like that. Why you are asking me again and again? I am saying that the Vayu is the sustainer, Prana is sustainer. Okay, my question is, are you seeing the question answer? Now Siddhanti says, when you say that Vayu is sustainer of everything, in this everything your Vayu has come or not? Dekho, this is the way to think. In that everything, if Vayu has come, now if the Vayu has come in everything, then Vayu will sustain Vayu. You are saying that the Vayu or the air sustains everything. In everything, does Akash comes? Does Hiranyagarbha comes? Okay, Vayu onwards I must understand. And Vayu sustains the Agni. Fire cannot be without Vayu. Human being can't be without Vayu. That is okay. But even Akash is not sustained by the air. You think of the vacuum where space is there, but air is not there. So you cannot say that the space, the Vayu is sustaining everything. Yes. So I have two problems, Siddhanti is saying. First thing, Vayu is sustained by itself. Vayu is sustained by itself. And second is, what about the cause of Vayu called space and Hiranyagarbha? Effect cannot sustain the cause. Cause sustains the effect. Ornament cannot exist without gold, but gold can exist without ornament. Mud can exist without pot. Pot cannot exist without mud. Okay. Mother was existing without child, but child cannot exist unless mother is there. And therefore, how can you say what? That the Jagat Cheshta, all the movements in the world, is because of Vayu Pran? How can you say like that? Got the argument. This is the first he refuted. Siddhanti is refuting the Urpaksh. Siddhanti means Bhashyakar and Vedvyas Bhagwan. They are refuting the Purpaksh. And if you remember, in the same Kathopanishad, in 2.2.5, there is one mantra comes. And that mantra says, Na pranena, na apanena, martyo jivati kaschana, itarena tu jivanti, yasmin netau pashritau. Well, what does this mantra mean? He said anybody does not live because of prana and apana. But there is something else because of which prana and apana live. Achha, one point, understand that if anything is inert, there is something else required to hold the inert. Inert does not have its independent existence. I give the example that this hall is dependent on city is dependent on like that. Inert does not exist by itself. Inert is also always sustained by something else. And therefore, because of these three reasons, what three reasons? Because air cannot sustain by air. Number two, number one, air can't sustain by air. And number two, air can't sustain its cause. Two reasons. And therefore, everything cannot just sustain by air. And therefore, the word sarvam is a key word. When you use the word prana as vayu, then you are restricting the meaning of sarvam word. You have cut a certain portion from that. You have cut a certain portion. That will not make it logical. And how can you say space sustains by what? So what you want to say? I want to say Brahman will be complete meaning, because Brahman is the ultimate cause of all, and there is nothing required to sustain the Brahman, because it is a cause of all. It is a consciousness. And from Brahman comes Prakriti, from Prakriti comes Hiranyagar, from Hiranyagar comes Virat, from Virat comes all that. And there will be no problem if you take the word Brahman. So, secondary meaning will be more pertinent and more apt and more appropriate than the primary meaning. Also, Vayu cannot be controller of everything. Vayu can control its effect, but I told you, it cannot control its cause. It cannot control the Brahman. Control. Control means what? Control means give existence to. Vayu cannot give existence to Brahman. Because of inert. Vayu is inert. Inert can't give existence to consciousness. This is the first defect in your taking the direct meaning. Second defect, what is the second defect? You say Pran is Bhaya Karanam. Pran is the cause of fear, as per your Prashna Upanishad. And we say that Brahman is Bhaya Karanam. Yes. So in that alone the same problem. So Pran is Bhaya Karanam because Pran is Bhaya Karanam of something other than Pran. So everything is not included in Bhaya Karanam. Pran, you are saying Pran as Vayu is the cause of fear. Okay, everybody fears that my Pran may not go away. My life may not go away. Somebody was there who watches the evening talks. He said in his question answer, I didn't discuss question. He said, one fear has entered in my mind that I will die of COVID. People are there, they can have any fear. They go out in the work. When they hear such news, they also feel, I may not be the next person. One person I know is a president of the mission somewhere, I'm not telling. So he had COVID. Now I called him, totally voice gone. And now he started telling everybody that I'm now not going to live now. I'm not going to live. I don't have any desire to live. These are all signs of depression actually, not that there is no desire to live. Now his son, daughter asked me, please call him once more. He says he doesn't want to live. I said, it is not your choice that I will eat or not eat. As long as your life is there, you will live. And if your life is over, you will not live. It depends how much life, and they all came from America, other places, because he started saying like that. I don't want to live, I don't want to live. This is the fear. We don't know, especially he was 70 plus, so his people more are that I'm not want to live. And then 1 week back, he messaged me. He said, hope you are fine. Thank you. All this. I understood that he has got back. So his COVID was, I think he recovered back. So now he's out. This fear comes in. Fear is such a thing. Fear of death is a terrible thing. A person, he doesn't die. A fear of death is that makes him quite afraid. If you especially hear this, that, this person passed away, that person passed away, see Sandhya's 2 mamas passed away. That too, one was in 40s. They didn't get the body also. the two mamas. And his Sandhya's father is still alive. I think he also had COVID. And he recovered. Huh? No, Sandhya's mama's father. Maternal grandfather. He is in 80s, late 80s. And I don't know he had COVID or not. He had, but he has still health issues are there with him. But he could get over. And these two boys who were having a combined business. These two boys, these mamas, they had combined business and they couldn't survive. So don't think anybody is aged only. Here, young people are passing. Young people. The fear is such a thing, everybody. So prani chala jayega, my pran will go away. If somebody comes and throttles, fear is there, he will not stagnate. Throttling is there. If for 5 minutes, forget 5 minutes, 4 minutes, this is throttled, person will not survive. 4 to 5 minutes. If somebody stagnates, he won't survive. Breathing, because connection of breathing is with the heart. No, in the brain there is no oxygen going. Therefore, pran is a fear karanam. I all want pran, I want breathing. When we go to Mansarovar, then you see who's a fear karanam. Vayu is fear karanam there. When you go to Mansarovar in Kailash, Vayu is fear karanam. There is no air there. I am gasping for breath. You are just struggling to breathe. And you fall down when oxygen is not there. Swami Subhoshananji took somebody, and that Amma was there. They took bath in Mansarovar. Mansarovar bath, they should immediately get out. Up she stayed there. She had brain fever. Brain became numb. All the functions collapsed. The hands, legs, nothing was working. And so, such a difficult place to transport her, and then they brought her to Kathmandu. 1 month, by God's grace, she was saved. But 1 month she had to live there. There you know what is the meaning of oxygen there. Pran is a fear card for everybody. Bhagavan is. Now, Bhashankar writes this point by tell me one thing. When it is said everything is under fear, does pran has fear or not? If pran is the cause of fear for everything, that means pran should not have fear by itself. On the other hand, what? In actually speaking, pran itself is having the fear from God. Vishasmad vatah pavate. Vatah means Vayu, by whose fear even air is blowing. Vata means samashti pran. So in your condition, if you take the meaning of prana as Vayu, it will have a very restricted and limited meaning. And what I am saying that prana is equal to Brahman, that alone will give a complete meaning. Because Vayu is a Devata. And if you remember, in Kenopanishad, that Vayu Devata couldn't blow off the blade of grass. If he was so powerful, then he could have blown away the blade of grass. But remember the story of Kenopanishad. He took the blade of grass. And then Yaksh came. Yaksh said, who are you, Kose? Who are you? He said, I am Vayu. He said, what do you do? He said, I can blow everything. He said, blow this blade of grass. He didn't budge also. So the power of the Vayu goes away. power of the Vayu, that goes away. And therefore your meaning of Vayu will not be. This is the second defect. First defect, it is not the cause of fall. Second, it is not the cause of fear. Third defect, you say that Pran is Amritatva Karanam, it is a cause of immortality. I say that Brahman is Brahman is the cause of immortality. So, again the same point I will say. What? If you say Pran is the cause of immortality, it is only relative immortality. Because Pran is an effect. And in the Pralaya, the effect goes away. How can that be immortal? Because Pralaya means all five elements go away in the cause. Sarvabhutani kaunteya prakritim yanti mamikam kalpakshay punastani kalpadav visarjamyam prakritim swamavashtabhya visarjami punah punah bhutagramamimam krishnam vavasham prakrite vashat. So how can that be immortal? There is something called relative immortality. So in the Upanishad, the word immortality used like Swarge, Swargloka, Amritatvam bhajante. Like, you say permanent job. Permanent job is also relative job. There is nothing called permanent. Relative called. There is nothing called permanent. There is nothing called maintenance free. This outside wall was there earlier. Bricks before this was cemented. What is it called? Face brick. So, face brick. So I asked somebody that this is maintenance free. He said nothing is maintenance free. That also you have to wash it actually. With the high power hose, you have to, otherwise that also becomes dirty. Yes, you have to maintain it less maybe. So there is nothing called permanent job. Permanent job is also relative. Temporary job means 2 years, 3 years. But permanent means 30 years. But that also you have to leave it at the end. So you have made 3 compromises by using the word Prana as Vayu, whereas I have made only 1 compromise. What is my compromise? I only took the secondary meaning, not the popular. And by making Prana as Vayu, you are actually making more serious compromises. This is the first argument. Second argument. What is second argument? See, you should take the meaning where it comes. Vayu is the popular meaning in the world. Is Prana is equal to Vayu is Lok Prasiddha. But Prana as Brahman is Shastra Prasiddha. In the scriptures, the meaning of the Prana is mostly Brahman. Which level what is talked of, in which level that word should be taken, how is it taken there? Where the word has been used, which parlance it has been used. The scriptural parlance and the worldly popular parlance is 2 different things. Don't mix the 2 levels. In a scripture, same word has another connotation. In worldly parallel, the same word has another connotation. Here, the meaning of the Prana in the scriptural parlance is most of the time Brahman only, and not the Vayu. Where that has been used, that is more important. Which is the reference point which you are referring to? Like Swami word is there. Ab Swami word, if you say why he is Swami, supposing say he is Swami. When it is said is Swami, if you are referring to the parlance of the ashrams, etc., sannyas, then it is Swami. But in South India, Swami is a very common name also. Swami Narayan is there, Swami Krishnan is there. So in that, you should not think that that is Swami. Swami is a very common name there. Every second person is Swami. So don't mix that meaning there. Which reference that name was used. Okay. Who is there? My name also. You don't know, many people have my name. She is saying that one singer was there in my name. So that is there. When I was studying, so there was one brahmachari. And that brahmachari's name was Abhidanand. And he was from Trinidad. So when I went to Trinidad, he became very popular because he was a very good singer. And so one day he came for dinner. After maybe 25, 29 years we met. Swami Prakashanandji called him, he said, come. So we had dinner together in a bhiksha. Where the word has been used, don't mix it and confirm it. Is it the same person or different person? Don't think he's the same person. This is the second argument. Third argument is called Sandash Nyaya. What does this mean? When particular mantra is vague, you always see what is the previous and later mantras. And what is the topic in the previous and the later mantras? That should be the topic of the intermediary mantra also. Okay. In Kathopanishad, if you feel that 2.3.2 has a vagueness, so we should go to 2.3.1 and 2.3.3. Okay. Open that. That's why you will open the book also. You have brought all the way. It's so much of effort. I also brought a lot of books today. If you see 2.3.1 of KU, Kathopanishad, so there it comes, Urdha Mula Vak Shaka, 2.3.1. Open that. Opened. 2.3.1. Sixth Valli. Urdha Mulo Vak Shaka Eshwar Shakta Sanatana Tadeva Shukram Tad Brahma Tadeva Amritamuchyate Tasmin Lokashrita Sarve Tadu Nateti Kashchana Etad Vaitat. You saw that? Now here, it is written here, Tad Eva Shukram Tad Brahma. This is a key line. That is Brahman, not Prana. Tadeva Shukram, Shashti Valli is written, sixth Valli. This is 2.3.1. And if you see 2.3.2, next is the main mantra. Yadidam kincha jagat sarvam prana. This is the point of controversy. And if you see again 2.3.3, Bhayadasya agnistapati, Bhayad tapati surya, Bhayad indrascha vayuscha, Mrityur dhavati, Panchama. You see? So this Vayoho Bhayam. See, Vayush, Bhayad Agnis, Bhayad Indrascha Vayushcha. So fear of air is mentioned. Oh. Which I already mentioned. earlier. So the topic was not of Vayu. Otherwise, why will it have mentioned? So first and third mantra deal with Brahman, and therefore second mantra should also deal with Brahman. This is how they make you convinced this is right. Okay. This is the third argument. अरे 10 बस बहुत है हमारे लिए. नहीं, you have to. Even if you don't say anything, I agree. No. You have to. Your intellect has to be really convinced about it. This is the style of Brahma Sutta. Fourth argument. What is fourth argument? Prakaranat. Contextual. Contextually. Because of the context. What context? देखो बात ऐसी है कि the very context in Kathopanishad is Brahma Prakarana. Because Nachiketa has asked the question of Brahman actually. In 1.2.14. That anyatra dharmad, anyatra smat, krtat, anyatra bhuta, cha bhavya, cha yat tat pashit tat bad. What is beyond cause and effect? What is beyond past and future? What is beyond dharma and dharma? When he has said beyond past cause and effect, that means the Vayu is effect. So he is asking the question of beyond. Upanishad is not talking about the Vayu. The topic of the Upanishad is Brahman only. The teaching of Brahman has been mentioned. How can Pran be the answer of Nachiketa? Answer should be Brahman. Therefore, Pran is an effect. Therefore, he is talking about something which is beyond cause and effect. I hope this much is clear. Right? That's it. Bas. I agree. Don't worry. I can give in writing also. No, I agree. So, now, this topic is over. And only one sutra was there. So, this adhikaran itself is over. So nice if one is there. Now, in nutshell, quick nutshell summary. So, Vishay is Prana. What is the Vishay? Subject matter is Prana. What is the doubt? Prana Brahma Vayuva. Prana Brahmava Vayuva. Is the Prana Brahman or the Vayu? What is Purpak says? Prana Vayu. And what does Siddhanti says? Prana Brahman. And that is closing of this adhikaran. And this is a Geya Brahma adhikaran, not Upasya Brahma. And if you remember, I told earlier also that 8th and 9th are diversion. Because that is Devata adhikaran, the another was Apashudra adhikaran. And 7th was Pramita adhikaran. So that was also about Brahman. 10th is also about Brahman. Okay. Now this adhikaran is over. Now we move on to adhikaran number 11. Open 11th number adhikaran. Let me see, you can search it or not in your book. After this 11th number. Here. Got it? Huh? What is there? Huh? What is the page number? Huh? 262. 362. In my book, this page is not there. Show me. In my book, this page is missing. Two 361, 361, 362, 362. So this from page 362 to 365. Ask the Namika to Xerox it. Keep it. And therefore I have bought another book. This has only all Brahma Sutra, only with the only Sanskrit one is there. Oh, I thought you also have not. I was happy that you don't have, but you have. But my happiness was short-lived. Anyway, so this Adhikaran is called Jyotiradhikaran. Jyotiradhikaran. I'll give you something. Let us read this. Jyotiradhikaran. Please repeat after me. Jyotirdarshanat. Jyotirdarshanat. Okay, let us read only one paragraph. I'll read. And please repeat after me. After that, we'll see little. Esha samprasadaha asmat shariran samuthaya param jyotihi upasampadya svena rupena abhinishpadyate iti shruyate tatra samshayate kim jyoti shabdam चक्षुर विषय तमोपहम तेजः किम वा परम ब्रह्म इति किम तावत् प्राप्तम प्रसिद्धम एव तेजो ज्योतिः शब्दम इति कुतः तत्र ज्योति शब्दस्य रूढ़त्वात् ज्योतिश्चरणाभिधानान् इत्यत्र हि प्रकरणा ज्योतिशब्दः स्वार्थं परित्यज्य ब्रह्मणि वर्तते न च इह तद्वत् किंचित स्वार्थ परित्यागे कारणं दृश्यते तथा च नाडी खंडे अथ यत्र एतद् अस्मात् शरीरात् उत्क्रामति अथ एतैः एव रश्मिभिः ऊर्ध्वम् आक्रमते इति मुमुक्षोः आदित्य प्राप्तिरभीता तस्मात् प्रसिद्धम एव तेजो ज्योतिः शब्दम इति एवं प्राप्ते ब्रूमः. Let us see now general introduction. Then we'll see tomorrow. Actually, you all had brought the book together. My book was not. My book was earlier. That was later printed. Therefore, your books have that page. Now, what is the Vishayavakya of this particular Adhikaran? He says another good news, only one sutra is there. But not so good news is that you don't remember what is the chapter. Although I have told Chandogya, but you have to go to Mantra Pushpa. In this, Ved Vyas Bhagwan is analyzing 8.12.3 of CU. CU? Whom will you see? No. CU means Chandogya. Oh, sorry. So, this is 8.12.3. And what you need not open Mantra Pushpam right now, because very first line you underline in the Bhashya, Eshaha Samprasadaha. Asmat, if you have a marker, you can mark it. Or if you have a pen or a pencil, you can underline that. Eshaha Samprasadaha. Asmat Sharirat Samuthaya. Param Jyotihi Upasampadya. Svena Rupena Abhinishpadyate. Bas. This is in inverted comma. This is 8.12.3. It is not written. 8.12 is written. Okay. So that is written. I'll give you a brief introduction, although this has been told earlier also, that what is this mantra. If anybody can tell me where I had told this, I'll be happy. Which sutra had told this mantra? No, don't expect. I cannot tell. Please, you continue. This is called Prajapati Vidya. And if you remember that Brahmaji is teaching Indra here. Brahmaji is teaching Indra here. Sure? Yes. And 8.7.1, this Prajapati Vidya started. Acha. And how it started? How it started? It started that Brahmaji announced from the housetop and he gave publicity. He gave the meaning of Atma. There is one Atma. Yah Atma apahat papma. This is 8.7.1. One who will know this Atma, he will attain all lokas, who has no sins, etc. And he gave this as advertisement in all the newspaper and everything. It was propagated well. Hearing this Prajapati's words, Indra and Virochan both applied. And after that, both approached Brahmaji. And Brahmaji started teaching them. So after only one session, they all went away thinking that they know. So Indra and Virochan both went away. Both were friends. They say, no, Brahmaji said what is in the eyes is that Brahman. And both were going to have water in the pond. Both saw their eyes in the pond, reflection of their eyes. So Indra said to Virochan, Yar Virochan, tell me how come this eyes can be Brahman? Because this is the gross body, it will die away. Lakshana of Brahman is that which does not die away. Virochan said by Indra, whatever Brahmaji has said, I accept. If you have any problem, you go back. But I think this body itself is immortal. And he started propagating Charvak. He went back to his home, got the printers printing, and he started giving talk that how body is the Brahman, body. He came back to Brahmaji, Indra. Brahmaji said, Arey, you have come back again? Phir aage wapas. And then the teaching started. He said, I did not understand this. Then he said, okay, 32 years you do cow grazing. You graze the cows. Indra, not any cowherd boys. Indra means in whose charge whole Brahmand is there. The Lord of Rains. He is asked to do this menial work of grazing the cows. And 3 times he was asked. Know the story. Acha, what is the... And then this mantra was mentioned, 8.12.3, which we have chanted. Esha samprasada. Now be careful about that. So here Brahmaji is revealing the Brahma. Brahma and Brahma both are different gender. Brahma is masculine. Brahma is neutral gender. Brahma, Brahmano, Brahmana. And Brahma, Brahmani, Brahmani. Like that it goes. So one is neutral. Don't say Brahmaji. It is Brahmaji. Brahman. Brahman. And both are Nakaranta. So here, Brahmaji, please note this very important point is there. He reveals the Brahman through Avasthatraya Vivek. One means 3 states he mentioned. By discrimination of the 3 states. And then Turiya Brahman is revealed. Means he talked about Vishwa, Tejas and Pragya. And after talking about Vishwa, Tejas and Pragya, he talks about Turiya. What is the meaning of Vishwa? You had known it many times. Many times you have heard it. The consciousness conditioned by the waking state body. The consciousness conditioned by the waking state body, gross body, is called Vishwa. And the consciousness conditioned by the dream state body is called Tejas. And the consciousness conditioned by the dream state body is called Pragya. Okay. So what Brahmaji has done in this mantra, which mantra? 8.12.3. That he first tells about all these 3, Vishwa, Tejas and Pragya. And then he negates it and reveals the 4th state called Turiya. Turiya Pratipadanam is there. Okay. I'm telling a gist. Let me tell gist, then you will understand then what is the problem. Then Eshaha Samprasada. See word here, Esha. Here Samprasada means, bolo, Jiva. Jiva. Jeev's name is Samprasada. Samprasad. Prasad is a very common name. One brahmachari was, his name was Prasad Chaitan. Prasad Chaitan. Bhai, it's a challenge to put the name every time batch comes up. नाम क्या रखा जाए? तो his name was Prasad Chaitan. प्रसन्न चेतन, प्रसाद चेतन, आत्म चेतन, ब्रह्म चेतन, ये सब नाम रखना पड़ता है. Okay. Prasad. Samprasada. Why Samprasada is there? Huh? You are very close. Good. Samprasidati. See if it remembers that. Good. Which merges into Ishwar in Sushupti. In deep sleep it merges. Kartru Vyutpatti is there. Samprasidati iti samprasada. Because it merges into the deep sleep, into the Ishwar. That is called samprasada. Okay. Therefore, his name is Samprasada. As per the work, because he cooks, therefore he is called cook. Somebody's name is because of the work. Because he goes there. Therefore he is called Samprasada. So, Eshaha Samprasada. Jeev, his name is Samprasada. Acha? Such a nice name is there. Because when the person is sleeping, he is at rest. Best rejuvenating center is sleep. Therefore, you should have I need not tell, good sleep. Sorry, I am taking back my word. Already, without saying, many are having that. But big population of the world suffers from insomnia. For good health, 3 things are required. Proper sleep, proper diet. If eating is not okay, your health will be disturbed. And third, proper mind. Much of the problem is because of the mental disorder. Don't know. Stress is there. There's diabetes, blood pressure, acidity, stroke, thyroid, all diseases. I'm not saying it is only because of the health, but if your mind is not okay, it will exaggerate. You must have observed that your mind is tensed, it will affect. Shows pain increases. Pain increases. You also must have seen. All are quiet. But I know everything, however quiet you may be, but the pain increases. And you can see the relation that my pain has gone up today, but my mind was very disturbed. If you are angry, you are sad, you are anxious, you are in panic mode. Therefore, keep your mind okay first. More than your work, keep yourself relaxed little. Therefore, I sometimes make people little smile and laugh in that work. You might be thinking, why not very serious? One lady I was talking, she had a difficult time. And she said, it is the only time in the talk I smile. Whole day I am in depression. And when you smile, the good hormones are released in your nerve system. That stretches your nerves, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, little balances. When you are tensed, that kind of hormones are released, which restrict it. And that will increase your blood pressure. Everything in body is connected. Okay. So keep a cheerful demeanor. Not you will laugh a lot everywhere. It's not the meaning. You have a positive and cheerful. Be quiet, in short. And sleep is very, very important. Don't undersleep. More than that, quantity, quality of sleep is very important. What is your quality? Is it a deep sleep? If you have done jap and you have slept, it will be a better sleep. If you have done jap or path, etc., you have realized this point. Not realized. If you do path loudly and you go to sleep, the quality of the sleep, when you get up, you will feel more quieter. You will feel more as if I'm feeling very energetic. Therefore, samprasidati. Eshaha samprasada. Eshaha samprasada. This is I'm repeating it, tomorrow I won't say. Samprasada is the name of a jeev. Like your name is two meaning, house name, nickname. Similarly, name of the jeev is Samprasada. This name is got from where it merges into deep sleep. Because in the deep sleep, it goes into total rest. Therefore, it is called Samprasada. Okay, good, understood that. Next point. Eshah samprasada, but my time is over now. If it was other class, I would have taken away. But I will not go because my 2 o'clock class will also there. So tomorrow we will see that. Hari Om. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Pyo Namah. Hari Om.